Being a local real estate agent, I believe having a local finance broker is pretty important to the business. I think it all comes down to the individual's personality, whether we clicked pretty well. If any of you out there at Aussie don't know who Michael is, you probably introduce yourself to him. He's a really sociable type and likeable type of person, and his crew are a shadow of him. From a Robert Anderson, who's just a jovial type of person that nothing's too hard to complete and finish and go on from there. You got Jason, who's just a terrific bloke as well. So I've got a lot of common things with it, personality-wise, and that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. You always connect with people that you kind of know. Look, a quick think, it sounds like a great idea, and you want to jump on it. Usually what I've been told in the past is you can make a quick $300 if you give me the lead, point whatever percentage of the total loan. And it's normally about, out in this area, probably about anywhere between $250 to $350. You get that paid on settlement and so forth. I've never accepted one. Not really looking for that. Sure, everybody wants $250 to $350, for picking up the phone and referring a client on and having your fingers crossed. But I'm more about relationship building. I'm more about referring us on. And when I mean referring us on, setting up a nice relationship with a mortgage broker or a company like Aussie, and having them say nice things about us and how we conduct our business and how on the ball we are and how we should represent the sale for them, and able to, with the permission of the prospective vendor, for us to give them a call and then get in there and sell ourselves, basically, and our services and the company, the network, being able to have a foot in the door. That's worth a lot more than $250 to $350. And I pretty much I've explained that to my sales team, and that's pretty much, they agree. Earlier on, I had quite a few, but they've certainly got the picture. But I'm not going to be looking for anyone else at this point in time. The boys do a fantastic job. There's no point. That's the most important thing. We're not looking for. Remember one thing, guys, is we're really looking at getting the deal over the line. That is it. We're not looking for the $50, the $100 or anything like that. I'm looking for one thing, and that's our commission, first and foremost. Second to that would be fantastic, a referral down the track. But the first and foremost is getting the deal over the line, because I've got a vendor that I've got to get back to and tell them if it's a 10-day subject to finance, 12-day, 14-day, I need to get back to them and explain to them exactly what's going on, and the guys do that pretty well. They let me know at what part in the chain it's at, whether it be disposing evaluation to the property, whether it's in final stages of getting stamped at the mortgage, getting mortgage insurance. I know, and that's the best thing, because I can be able to get on the phone to my vendor and tell them probably a day or two, and if there's an extension of finance needed, I'm the first to know, so I can get on the phone and ring the vendor and say, guys, in that 2 week that we put down for a finance, a few obstacles have come in the way. I've been assured it's looking still pretty good, but they're going to need a few more days. It's not as harsh as getting a phone call or an email or a fax from a solicitor saying we need an extra 14 days. That's pretty harsh. And I know out there all mortgage brokers say if we need it we can get it. Yeah, sure, that's true. But there's a way of going about it, and you got to be pretty soft there, because if you're harsh, you get the backup of the vendor who won't grant it, and then all of a sudden, you and I are both out. And more importantly, I've pretty much lost the listing, and I don't want to do that. So it's very, very important to me, if I've recommended someone, and that's Aussie Summary, I know that they're going to go in there and be clean as I am, and courteous. Fantastic, because the guys also, it's a twofold thing as well for me. Michael does refer potential clients across that are undecided whom to choose to represent the sale, and I go out there and and do what I do, and hopefully we get them all on board. Some are hit and miss, but the opportunity's there, and I really embrace that.
Great.
Have a good hard look at your own personality, and whether you can click with most people, even the ones that you don't want to click, you need to click with. At the end of the day, it's a business. We all like to do business, happy endings and so forth, and go on from there. But it's not always the case. But I've never seen Michael or the boys there, and I've seen them with all different personalities. Nothing's been too hard. So I would certainly think if you're going to get into the mortgage brokering world, you need to be able to say to yourself, and be honest, look in the mirror and say, am I able to click with everyone in society? And that's a pretty hard reality.